Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Matty, and this was a Ford Focus RS. Yeah, I know. Once again, I'm ignoring the responsibility of building the XA. I got distracted by another project car, but I think you'll all agree this is probably worth a little bit of a side quest. And by side quest, I don't just mean slapping it back together, getting it registered, and then selling it on like I did with the Ranger. I didn't even get time to enjoy the Ranger. I actually really enjoyed the Ranger. The Ranger was really good. And whilst I did sell it for a profit and was able to roll some of that money into the XA, I wish that I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. So starting with the RS Focus, not only will I be getting it back on the road, getting it registered and doing all that. Hey, Sugar. Sugar heard me talking and thought someone was here. What are you doing? You coming in? Do you approve the new car, the new project? But I'll be doing some extra stuff with it. So given that this is an RS Focus, it would just be somewhat illegal if I didn't take it to the track for a track day after it was registered. And like you'll see later on in the video, this has quite the supporting list of modifications to do such a thing. And after we've taken it to the track, we might take it somewhere else. We might road trip it somewhere, take it down the drag strip, I don't know, and then sell it, make the profit to then put back into that, or get another one of these. And you might be wondering, well, it's just a standard RS Focus. And that is where you'll be wrong. Because I opened the glove box when receiving this car, and I found not only the service history, which was quite exciting because salvage cars rarely have all the documents in the glove box. In fact, they're pretty much stripped bare a lot of the time, which I find quite weird. But this little ripper had two keys. It's got the service logbook, which shows full service history. It's got less than 100,000 Ks on the clock. It's got, you know, all the original manuals and everything in the little Ford Performance leather doobie. And it also has a thick stash of receipts, performance parts, servicing, tires, all that sort of good stuff. And it's quite interesting because some of these receipts are from New South Wales, some are from Melbourne, and most recently in Perth. So this car's traveled quite a fair bit. And all you have to do, see some of the work that's been done on this thing, is lift the bonnet. Well, lift the bonnet and check behind the front bar, which is quite easy when it's fully detached. All right, so you can see that the Mountune front intercooler does look a little bit worse for wear, but on first inspection, I don't see any cracks or any breaks in it, so it looks like it still holds pressure. But I will take it off and get it pressure tested, because once it all goes back together, I don't want to be dealing with a boost leak and having to take it all apart again. So we'll get it pressure tested. We'll get a nice fresh coat of black on it. But look, that's getting way ahead of ourselves. So obviously the Mountune front intercooler, we have the Mountune intake piping going into the Mountune pod filter, which has an open face here, so it's sucking air from there, everywhere, whereas the factory filter has a closed off edge here. So we're getting beautiful intake noises right there. And that's all I can see from here. I'm sure there is more. We will delve into it and find out exactly what we got as we go along. But just from that first look, that gets me pretty excited. And let me show you something else. Now at Pickles, they always take pictures of the fuel filler cap. I'm not sure why, maybe just to confirm what kind of fuel that it takes, whether it's diesel, petrol, whatever. But I noticed something on this fuel filler cap. And that was this little sticker here that says 98 RON premium unleaded only. And obviously premium unleaded, it's a turbocharged vehicle. You want to give it the best fuel you can, but it's the little logo above it. It's bright orange. I knew that wasn't factory. Little logo, it says HPF. So I looked those guys up, and HPF stands for the Horsepower Factory. Now that is a performance workshop in Melbourne. And when I saw that, I just knew some work had been done to it. This thing's got to have some serious stuff. With the picture of the engine bay and the Mountune piping, plus that little sticker, I've got to get this car. And obviously I'm glad that I did, because now that I've got it and I can see all the work that's been done to it, here is the receipt from HPF. It's about $3,000 worth of work. And that's not including the fact that what they were doing was fitting supplied parts. I won't tell you what parts they supplied. I will. Let's get into what parts are supplied on this thing.
Wicked, incredible.
So I've got the stack of receipts here. Let's go through, see what we got, see what's been done, and just how much value we got out of the car. And then I'll let you know how much I paid for the car, and you can be the judge of whether or not it was worth it. So what I'll do here is, I'm not sure if the receipts for some of the parts will be in here when a shop has been quoted as fitting them. So when I'm editing this, I will look up the prices of the parts that are fitted, and I'll add them to the little tally. I'll put a tally somewhere, a little counter, somewhere on the screen for you guys to keep up. So first off is the HPF receipt that I was showing before. Now what we've got here, we've got a wheel alignment, basic, cool, you know, $100, $110 for the wheel alignment. Perform baseline dyno run. Fit supplied downpipe. So I'm not sure on the brand of that one, so we know it's got a downpipe. That was $599.98. Fit supplied springs and sway bars. Now I have had a look underneath the car, and it's got white line springs and sway bars all round. So that was $749.98. And then finally, recalibrate factory ECU using an HP flash. And that was $1,295, coming to a total of $2,800, including some nuts and bolts and some other workshop consumables they've put in there. The next one is a receipt from Milltec for a Milltec downpipe. Now, this is just a packing list, so there is no price on that. This is the receipt for the Mountune intercooler upgrade. Now, because this was purchased from the UK, it's got it in British pounds or quid. I don't know what the difference is between quids and pounds. I think it's safe to say it's just pounds. 617 pounds and 61 pence, whatever. 617.61, I'll convert that into whatever the hell that is. All right, here's a service receipt for about $560 worth of servicing. Now, the weird thing is this is from South Australia. So we've got Sydney, Melbourne, South Australia. Interesting. This one is for the tyres. We've got Michelin Pilot Sports all around. Now the tread on these tyres is still schmicko. So that come to a total of $1,675. This is from the purchase of the car, some sort of dealer receipt. And the next one is the rest of the exhaust puzzle. So this is a Cobb tuning 3-inch valved catback exhaust. Now I think this is a packing slip. There's no price on this. Sold to Zach. I think I know this dude. Is he? I swear I've got this guy on Facebook. I know this dude. I did Ninja Warrior with him. That's crazy. I'm gonna send him a message right now. That's 100% him from Victoria. That's crazy. All right, well, turns out I know the old owner of this car. So I wonder if he was the most recent owner or what the go is there. Amazing, sweet. We can get more information about the car. That's crazy. I actually know the guy that used to own this car in Victoria. That's insane. Weird. But we go on. Little things, Bursons, brand new battery, $310, basic shit. That's nothing interesting there. Another service receipt, that time from the Ford dealership. Specs for the wheel alignment, another service. I don't think I'll add the services in, that's pretty basic stuff. This is for replacing the brake pads and brake rotors. And that is a really bloody good price. Replacing the brake pads in a full service, it was $600. Not bad. Another set of Michelin Pilot Sport tires. And here's the receipt for the white line suspension. So it was $1,055 for the white line suspension. So I think the only thing I didn't get a price there was for the Cobb exhausts. Actually, and the mount tune intake kit. Here's a service that also includes the install client supplied mount tune kit. So this is $564. There's no receipt for the mount tune intake kit. So I'll find out the price of the mount tune intake kit and I'll add that on. So knowing those numbers now, it's time to reveal what I paid for this RS. And that price was $9,800. That is what I bid and won it at. And then when you add on the fees, Pickles fees and all that sort of jazz, it was $11,400. And Pickles also delivers now, which cost me $360, but it's worth it. They deliver it as soon as the money clears. So that means you get your car pretty much as soon as possible. 11.5 grand has got me this car. So whatever the number is from the modifications and all that sort of jazz, we'll add that up. Do you reckon it was worth it? I've already bought all the parts for this. And let me tell you, it wasn't much at all. So I don't know why they wrote it off. Let me know what you guys think. Do you approve of the new project? Do you approve of the plan for the new project? Do you approve of taking it to the racetrack afterwards and just thrashing it? Well, not thrashing it. If you are watching this video and you've already bought this off me, we're not thrashing it, just racing it liberally. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this series. This is gonna be a goodie. I've got some pretty awesome parts that are on their way for this thing. It's gonna make this car pretty bloody unique. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And if you are, subscribe to the channel because I'll be doing updates on this every week. Each week, there'll be a video, more and more progress until we're at the racetrack. And I'll see you guys in the next video when we start to really rip this thing apart and get into it.